Promoting his new show, Stuff, but let's talk about tech today with Toby Shapshak. And Toby, let's kick off with Facebook and the number of South Africans who've been affected by the data leaks.
Yes. 14 million South Africans amongst that 533 million users, Jane, whose data was breached, hacked, but in Facebook's words, scraped. So Facebook's saying this was a publicly available information that people can scrape. There was a tool that was available up until 2019 that people used. If you joined Facebook, you uploaded your contacts and it said, these, you know these people. But people could just generate random phone numbers. You just run the sequence and then do a lookup, which of course in the article they did. In many articles people have done, and they've come back with, you can basically find just about anybody on Facebook. And of course, Facebook comes out by saying, it's publicly available and you should have turned on your security settings, two-factor authentication, typically tone deaf. It was so interesting. I was listening to a podcast with Kara Swisher, who's the great technology journalist, and Scott Galloway, the marketing professor that everybody respects. And this New York Times podcast, Galloway called Mark Zuckerberg a sociopath, which has been called before. And it really just, you've got to see it in this kind of context. Facebook keeps doing unbelievable things, gets their data hacked, has pushed privacy, has allowed all of our personal information to end up on the internet. 14 million of us South Africans. And once again, Facebook said nothing. They didn't reveal it. They didn't tell their users. They said they couldn't work out which users were affected, and also there's nothing the users could do about it. So they didn't tell us. It's beyond contemptuous,
isn't it?
It's contemptuous and it's insulting, and of course, it's ultimately Facebook's responsibility.
Okay, let's go over to Microsoft, Toby, spending $16 billion on voice recognition company Nuance. It was really after its healthcare services, it seems.
Yes, indeed. Nuance has, created Dragon, naturally speaking, which us old grey hairs from the industry will remember. They also have a brilliant keyboard called Swipe. But in the meantime, Nuance has developed a massive healthcare database. They've been working with healthcare providers, and of course that is the new area that everybody's focusing. Google bought Fitbit, the fitness tracking app. It's part of the reason I'm going to stop using a Fitbit. And everybody's trying to get into this health industry because, of course, med tech, as it's called, medical technology is booming.
Yeah, clever. All right, before we let you go, Toby, good luck with your new show. I believe it starts tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. right here on eNCA, and I see you interviewing comic Ruby Wax and the Professor Chilitsi Marwala, the University of Johannesburg Vice-Chancellor and co-chair of the 4IR Presidential Commission. And I should imagine, I'm sure they'll both be good, but Ruby must be fun, huh?
She's fantastic. It's worth watching for that alone. I have to just say, Jane, that it's called Stuff on eNCA, obviously two brands, but also because the acronym is SOE. And who doesn't want to run an SOE? I'm going to show government how to do it successfully.
Yay, please do. Look forward to seeing it. Thanks, Toby, as always.
Thanks.